give the floor to Maria Chiara Bonetti, which is a research fellow at the University of Brescia in Italy. So if you can stay here for still a few more minutes to listen to this very last case study, that would be great. So thank you very much, Maria, and give the floor to Maria Chiara. So
good morning, and thank you for this interesting opportunity, and thanks for your inputs, your thoughtful, your insightful inputs. And I will present to you the initial phase of the research conducted with the University of Brescia with my friends and colleague Professor Renghi, the Lombardy region and the Alghe Alp area, which I will illustrate to you shortly, I promise. Today I will present on the scalability project and an initiative addressing accessibility in mountainous natural environments, specifically ski resorts. This aligns with the UD's theme, how universal design can shape a more equitable and sustainable future, how project not only broadens the conversation around accessibility in nature, but also advocates for adaptive solutions in complex terrain. Natural environments like mountains and ski resorts are increasingly valued for well-being, recreation, and connection with nature. However, making these areas accessible is not straightforward. Unlike urban settings, mountains bring unique challenges in morphology and climate, which pose significant barriers for universal accessibility. This presentation explores how we can rethink accessibility to make nature more inclusive. Our objective is to understand how accessibility in natural settings can contribute to health, inclusivity, and sense of belonging. We face major challenges. These environments resist traditional accessibility measures due to steep terrain, unpredictable weather, and changing seasonal dynamics. We look at how creative and situational adaptation can overcome some of these obstacles. In highly variable environments, accessibility must balance the principle of inclusivity and with usability. Unlike urban spaces, we often rely on equivalent accessibility, where we make reasonable accommodations suited to each situation. These frameworks allow us to prioritize accessibility in a flexible way, adapting our approach to each person-environment interaction rather than aiming for blanket solutions. Accessibility in natural environment is deeply relational. It depends on the dynamic between the person and the setting. Universal standards might not always suit natural terrain, so we must focus on flexible solutions that account for personal abilities, environment demands, and adaptive equipment. This approach respects the environment's integrity while supporting individual needs. Universal design, while vital, sometimes falls short in natural settings. It tends to prioritize solutions for the majority, which may overlook individual needs, particularly in unpredictable environments. Here, we discuss the boundaries of UD in nature and explore how adaptive solutions can complement its principles to ensure a truly inclusive experience, and then the process which led to the definition of universal design. To explain this process, which led to definition of universal design, a Gaussian distribution can be considered for the presentation of the whole of the humankind with all its differences. You can see it in the figure. Trying to represent everyone, designing for a standard fits almost no one, as shown in figure B. When disability is considered another standard designed for disability result, figure, as you can see in figure C. With an holistic approach, which considers as many potential users as possible, UD arises, as you can see in figure D. In this case, somebody is still missing. a gray area of population which need some adjustments, some dedicated or particular solution, like you can see in figure A. So accessibility in nature must be redefined to balance between minimal physical intervention and using assistive tools. Instead of altering natural terrains, we are exploring alternatives like adaptive gear or guided support, allowing people with different abilities to engage with nature without compromising its character. This shift emphasizes inclusive experience over extensive modification. This is a very, very important theme. In terms of standards, the Veneto region in Italy provides an example, recognizing equivalent accessibility in natural environments. This approach respects natural landscape while promoting partial accessibility via mobility aids or interpretive resources. Such flexible standards set available precedent, showing that we can legally support accessibility without compromising natural integrity. We have seen inventive examples worldwide, like geolets for mountain trails and adaptive horseback riding in Iceland. These adaptive methods ensure that people of all disabilities can experience nature without extensive infrastructures. They highlight how creative, context-specific solutions make the outdoors accessible in ways that honor both the environment and the user. Ski resorts, with their complex terrains and seasonal variations, pose distinct challenges for accessibility. And additionally, management is often fragmented, which complicate cohesive accessibility planning. However, accessible ski areas benefit both communities and visitors. Improving access here is not only equitable, but strengthens tourism, making mountains recreation inclusive and economically sustainable. The Skiability project was developed to address these gaps, aiming to increase accessibility in alpine ski resorts founded by the Algarve community. And our goal is to explore what inclusive skiing can look like and to make this natural landscape accessible. Through collaborative efforts, the project works to meet the specific needs of this challenging yet highly valued environment. So we adopted a mixed methods approach with the surveys and in-depth interviews and observational studies across various ski areas in the Alps. So by gathering insight from users, operators and local authorities, we aim to assess the current state of accessibility, gain insights into user experiences and identified areas for improvement. This approach allows us to pinpoint both strengths and gaps. Our findings reveal a mixed picture. Some areas are well equipped, while others lack consistent accessibility standards. Local climates, resource constraints, and varied levels of readiness are significant factors there. So these findings underscore the need for flexible, adaptive standards that respond to local condition, as no single approach can suit every mountain region or ski resort. Here I want to show you the maps that we are drawings because we are studying all this kind of information access, facilities, support staff, dedicated devices, and which kind of structures are on the territory. And all the sites are very, very, very different. I'm finishing this work and we saw a lot of places, very, very interesting places. And so we propose several strategies to enhance accessibility in the end. funding accessible equipment, building community partnerships, and providing specialized staff training. By emphasizing local engagement and resources, we really hope to create sustainable solutions that prioritize both user experience and environmental preservation. These strategies will help make mountain activities accessible and hopefully enjoyable for all. In conclusion, adapting accessibility approach for natural environments is crucial for inclusion from our point of view. While challenges exist, adaptive solutions offer a promising path forward. Looking ahead, continued research and community involvement and sustainable practices will be essential. In all of these, it should not be forgotten that the involvement of local communities, understood in a broad sense, and thus including inhabitants, political associative realities, and recreational activities in the planning and design of environments, will strengthen the sense of belonging, of cohesion. Indeed, collaborative efforts in landscape planning and management can help create inclusive and health-promoting spaces, as well as creating new opportunities for socio-economic sustainability in mountain areas. Our goal is to develop models that can be applied broadly, supporting inclusive recreation in nature worldwide. And that's all. Thank you for your attention, and in particular I would like to thank Barbara Chiarelli for inviting me and giving me the opportunity to tell you about this project.
Thank you very much, Maria Chiara. Very, very interesting, actually. It's great that you had the opportunity to be here with us today. So
thank you
to Maria. So we have this external expertise, I would say, from outside the project.